Haven here. I wanted to do another explaining things and stuff that are Shroud of the Avatar video. This time I wanted to kind of cover banks. Banks can be kind of confusing, especially if you're just starting out. And I know it's kind of confusing remembering which bank has what stuff and where it is. So I kind of wanted to go over all of that, and then I'm also going to touch on vendors and when you have a sale from a vendor. So this lovely sign here above me, this is the bank sign. If you hover it, it will say bank. And it's just, I think it's, oh, it's a safe. It's a safe. That took me way too long. I just now realized that that's what that is. So don't judge me on that. So this is the bank sign, which means the banker is going to be in here. I'm in Kingsport because this is my home. And this is the banker for Kingsport. His name's Milo, because apparently I have an obsession with names. And so when we talk to Milo, or whichever banker you choose, he will bring up your inventory that's in the bank. Now this is also where you can claim your rewards. So if you had any rewards, which I don't believe I do, you would just hit the claim and then hit claim again. And it should just tell me that I don't have any. Or that I have potential network trouble. So it says there are no unclaimed rewards on this account. So I don't have any in there. But if you purchase anything from the add-on store, any of your pledge rewards, any of the gifts that you may have been given, any of the telethon rewards, once they're in your inventory, or once they're on your account, you hit claim reward and it'll put it into the bank. Now, when your items go into the bank, I'm going to hit on this location tab. If they're a reward being placed into a bank, they will generally go into the location called global. So what that means is the stuff that you have claimed you can access from any bank. But, because there is always a but, if you take any of this stuff out and put it into your inventory, it is no longer global. It is only global when you claim it. And then, so let's say I take Lolo's loot out and put it in my inventory. If I put it back in here, so you'll see now it says it's Kingsport. So they're only global until they have been removed from your bank. Then they will register to whichever bank you're at. So now Lolo's loot is registered to Kingsport. Now, one nice thing is you'll see I left a couple things in my bank in Owl's Head because I wanted to show you guys. It will tell you where your stuff is. So I know that if I want my Darkstar cloak or my Carpathian cloth straps that I was mass producing for a moment, I have to go to Owl's Head Bank to get those. See, I won't be able to click on them or anything. And it's grayed out, but at least I know where it is. So that's kind of how the bank system works. Also, you'll see that you have your item limit, how many items you have versus how many you can have, and your weight limit. This is where you add slots for gold. So if you click on add slots, you can pay 100 gold to upgrade your bank to hold more things. And it gives you 10 item slots. That word sounds way too much like sluts. I'm sorry. And then it also gives you 100 weight. Now, also I wanted to note that your bags, and this is important, if you use bags like I do, I use a bag for my regs. So that way my reagents that I need for my spells are kept separately from the rest of my inventory. So if I'm out gathering, and I apologize, I know this is going to be kind of a long video for me. I'm not generally this winded for videos, but it's a lot of information, so just bear with me. So I keep my regs in a separate bag so that if I'm out gathering, like wood or cotton or nightshade or any of that. It goes into my inventory but keeps separate from my regs so I don't have to sort them out. It makes my inventory a lot neater. But if I grab this bag full of my regs and put it into my bank, it will put the whole bag in the bank. However, when it does that, it will show all of the items in your bank as well. So what I mean by that is, unless they changed it, where the heck is my regs bag? Oh, again, little things. Sorry guys. So now that I put my reg bag into the bank, if I click on consumables, this is all the stuff in my bag, in that bag. So if let me see if I can find the bag again here. Okay, so here's my regs bag. With the regs bag being... Okay, sorry about that. I confused myself. It happens occasionally. So, as I was saying, I put my regs bag into the bank. When I put it into the bank, it will then show everything in that bag in the bank separately, although it's still in the bag. This is important to note, because if I go in here and if I pull out my regs bag, it will then pull out everything that's in my regs bag. Okay? So, to give an example of this, because I know this is getting confusing, you see how my augmented leather chest, quarter armor of thaumaturgery, don't judge, I can't use words, is in my regs bag, okay? This is a perfect example. I don't have any other equipment like that. I have no other augmented gear. I'll show you. No other augmented gear. That is in my regs bag, okay? I put the regs bag into the bank. Although everything is still technically in that bag, it will show it in the bank as separate items. If I pull out this augmented gear, it will no longer be in my bag when I pull my bag out of the bank. So just remember what is in your bags, because otherwise you'll be pulling them out and you will get disorganized as fuck. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, we've covered bags in the bank, we've covered different locations for your bank. So now let's touch on vendors really quick. Out here is Abigail, the public vendor. If we click on Abigail, we can see all the things for sale. Everything up here is listed by another player. If you want to sell something on this vendor, you don't hit the sell button. You hit manage inventory. Manage inventory is what's going to let you pull something out of your inventory to put on this vendor. The sell tab is what people are requesting. People have put up orders for these items, and this is what they're willing to pay. So if I click on the sell tab and I click on this copper ore, I am saying that I have 10 copper ore. I will sell it to you for 200 gold. Their 200 gold is already up there, so I will get that gold immediately, and the copper ore will be waiting for them when they go to claim it. So, buy. This is the buy tab. We can just click anything on here like any normal vendor or any merchant. If I were to click this, that means I'm going to buy it. So I'm not going to buy this, and I don't have 10 copper ore. Sell tab is what people are specifically looking for. This is what they're willing to pay. Manage inventory is where you actually put your items up on the vendor. And manage orders is where you can put up an order for something specific and it will show up on the sell tab. I know, this shit's confusing. I'm trying to help, I promise. So, last thing for this video. When you sell something on the vendor, it doesn't matter if it's Abigail the public vendor, if it's a personal vendor, if it's a friend's vendor. If you sell something on a vendor, if someone comes and buys your stuff off the vendor, the money will go into the bank corresponding with that vendor. So, if I give Abigail something to sell for 5,000 gold, and someone comes along and buys it, I will have 5,000 gold sitting in this bank here. And when I click on Milo, that will come up under here as, if you type in sale. Oh, hey, perfect. Perfect example. So I actually was 5,000. That's great. So I sold an onyx gem, an onyx gem in Owl's Head for 5,000 gold. So that 5,000 gold went into the Owl Head Bank and registers as sale of item, and then it will tell you what you sold. So I will have to actually go to Owl's Head to claim that to get my money, because I'm running a little shy. But that's how the vendors work. That's how you get your money. Now, if you put up an order and someone sells it to you, it's the same effect. It will go to the bank. Whew, that was a lot of information. I feel like I probably should have broke that up into 2 videos, but it kind of went together. I will try and not make such long videos from this point forward. I really hope all that was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, leave me a comment below. I can try to break it down better or explain better, I guess. But hopefully no more things and stuff explained videos will be this long. Fingers crossed. Leave a like, leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me.